All right. Oh, Nate. It's probably almost as hot here as it is where you are. 95 and pretty hot in the garage here. I think the audio is working, but I tested it before. I got this fun little microphone deal on my glasses. Yeah, that's not fun. It's like to have a fever and also to be summer in a hot climated state. You recognize these shoes? They've been awesome. I forget my camera's down there now. I'm literally just getting out here and warming up. Honestly, they fit so well because they're like big enough, like I'm not crushing my feet, and I'm using the tips so much because of the downturn that they're getting thin on the tips already here. So I'm probably going to be due for a resole sooner than later. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to take much to warm up the big muscles in here, being 95 degrees. I'm just grabbing on some jugs here. Thought about playing music, but then I'm sure we would get copyright strikes. So Nate's asking how many I need to break 1,000. 28. And so I guess another, after I hit 1,000, if I can hit 1,012, what is that, 40? If I can do 40 in a session today, I will be at the 50% mark. So I am a bit behind pace. I was ahead of pace before, like family trips and going to Minnesota and all this different stuff, heavy gymnastics season, all that stuff. So I was ahead of pace. And then I did a reset of 2 of my walls, like full reset. Every hold, basically every hold came off. So like that took 2 weeks or longer. Like it took a lot longer than I thought it would be to strip everything. I did move some volumes around and I did some adjustments to the wall to make it a bit more usable, but just do 2 V14s. Yeah. Benchmarks, I think, I wonder if there are any. I think they're 13s are the highest benchmarks on 2016. Can't remember. But yeah, that will definitely be part of my plan. Or if I was on like a 25-degree board that my buddy Jack has at his house, on 2019 at 25 degrees, they actually have V1s and V2s. So I could do like 14 V2s. Speaking of which, it's probably fire up the board here. Even though I'm not even close to ready yet. I think I'll definitely get ahead of pace now that I'm back in the groove. If I just do one big session per week, where I've done sessions where I've gotten 60 to 70 V points in one session. I've gotten 80 something in one session actually. So that would help me catch up back up to pace if I just do one board a week. But if I do more than one, then I would definitely catch up. And the goal is by the end of the year, so I think I'm doing okay. I would move the camera around more, except for I'm using it this webcam. And there's something wrong with the wiring on the USB, and therefore I had to move it in a weird way. It just cuts out black. I don't know why it's turn back on. Until I figure that out, we got like the one angle. Yeah, 80 in a session was like a really good session. Like it's definitely a bell curve. So I started with the V4s for warm-ups, and then yeah, I think I got like 3 7s that day. So that definitely helps have the numbers. How much do you get per climb? So I'm just counting V points. So and they have to be benchmarks on the setups. So if it's a V4 benchmark, then I get 4 points. If it's a 6, 6. So just counting the V points. So it's not really like if somebody crammed. It's like if I crammed this in and just was a moonboarder and I just did 3 sessions of moonboard every week, then I think I would have been done already, or maybe even sooner. So I think for me setting this challenge for myself, it was mostly about the discipline of it, staying, having a challenge that has some kind of numerical check off and things like that. So, hey, Nate, no problem. You take care of yourself. I appreciate you hanging out. And I'll be down in your neck of the woods in January-ish time frame. So we'll connect, hopefully. Talk to you soon, bud. So for mind facts, I don't know if you've seen this before on any of my previous videos, but I just have literally a piece of graph paper. It's super analog for me to track it. So, and it's getting beat up from being traveled. But basically, I got one line and a little nubbin over here to get to 1,000. And then I start the second half of the journey over here. I think I can maybe move the camera a little bit without messing it up. That's my other wall. So that is the 30-degree wall there. So basically, in case you don't have the bearings here, it goes all the way around in a big circle. And then where my computer is set up here is just like one triangle for entering into the climbing gym, the headquarters. So I'm going to continue warming up here. You can see I'm off screen here. The wall also goes up to about 13 feet of vertical gain. So or maybe 12 feet of vertical gain. And then I've got like 13, 14 feet of traveling distance if you follow the angles of the wall. Quiet feet. I'm not sure if the next one's picking up. There's empty footage. I'm back. Thanks for joining in, whomever. Whew. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Just warming up here. Supporting my heavy breathing. Hopefully my feet are being quiet. Maybe a good second, hopefully. Hey, Toby. Yeah, it is super late for you. I'm so glad you did. Oh man, we miss you. We thought. What's up, Jack? Hello. How are you doing? Okay. We got my buddy Jack joining us. Right now, the person on is Toby, my foreign exchange student from Germany. Oh. So this is my climbing buddy Jack. So Toby is officially always part of our family. And it's got to be what, like midnight or later there? 8 hours, right? 8 hours ahead? Oh, it's like 2 in the morning. You got a microphone on your ear. I do. Does it work while you're climbing? Oh, it's on your glasses, right? It's on my glasses, yeah. It's not going to fall off. Yeah, so I used to do it on my shirt, and then it would like rattle and make all kinds of noise. And so then I did that collab with Chang in Minnesota, and he just wears a hat and just clips his microphone into his hat. I was like, that's such a good idea. Yeah. Like now it doesn't like rub on anything. Yeah. So. Yeah. Hopefully, is the sound quality good, Toby? I just started warming up. How are you feeling? I moved up from V3 to V4. And that's a spot. Still. So that's like for the Moonboard, like V1 to V2. Noise compression on it. What is it doing here? It doesn't sound really nice. I tried it the other day and it sounded okay, but Well, we'll see how that goes. Thanks for joining, anyways. Yeah, that's impressive. Of course. Anyway.
The four spots. I did some four spots. I can't do all the four spots.
The 4 spots are like.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a
5s and 6s.
I guess that's a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing 5s.
The 4 minuses, I think, are 5s. Regular 4s.
I think 4 minus is V4 / V5.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm doing V5 now.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, okay, yeah. They're cheap. They're not like the Rode mics anyways. They're just this cheap brand, so I don't know that they've ever been really nice. I've always had to do some noise sound fixing in DaVinci Resolve to fix it when I'm editing. I'm sure you know all about that stuff from your editing.
Senior Blondie said you need to do just 2 V14s and you get your goal.
Yeah. Senior Blondie is my buddy from Texas there. In the home wall. One of my videos on his wall.
I started doing these. No, the shoulders started hurting a little. I think it's been hurting because my delts are too weak. So like when I move my arm up, it's like unstable.
Yeah.
I think that's what has been hurting. Now I started working my shoulders enough for them to hurt a little less.
Like the imbalances are working themselves out basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do the super fancy stuff with sound. There's one guy that I just like, if I need to know how to do something, I just look him up on YouTube, and usually he has something. Darren Moston, I think is his name. What time is it here? It just turned 6 o'clock here, 6 p.m. So.
Already needs to cool down a little bit.
Maybe. It was like 95 degrees when I started, but 30 minutes ago when I started the stream.
Well, like 3 o'clock, I went outside and I was worrying about like getting a sunburn.
Yeah.
And then I was walking my dog and I found a concrete sewer tube and I went inside it and sat there.
I bet you that's cool. Super cool. Yeah, so like even though the garage door is open and there's some airflow, the heat rises. So actually really cool down here by the camera where I'm talking to you. But as soon as I climb up to the top of the wall, it gets like super hot up there.
You need to put a hole in your roof with a fan.
Yeah.
That sucks the air. So it would like pull it from down here and then all the hot air would come out.
Yeah.
But people do that like in their vans.
What I want to do is I want to get that tubing of that air conditioner that you gave me.
Oh yeah.
And tube it out.
That would do that too if you put it up really high.
Well, it's already up there. If I just tube it out to the what the heck is it called? The soffit. The front soffit of the garage, I can pipe all the hot air out, and then the cold air would be starting up high and coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Toby, so I have lots of things that I'm trying to get better at in climbing, but I just wanted to do this weird thing. So on this red board behind me, it's called the Moonboard, and it is an app-driven wall. So there's like 75,000 different climbs that people across the world have set up on that exact setup. And so basically I can use those climbs or climbs that are, they call them benchmarks, so they're like the classics of that. And I'm trying to do a bunch of those. So basically, the harder they are, the more points they're giving me, but I'm trying to get 2,024 of them, and I'm almost to 1,000. So I'm behind pace, but I think I will be able to catch up in the next couple months if I get back on it. So kind of my goal for today is to do 28 points worth at a minimum. That'll get me past 1,000. And then if I do 40, so if I get 12 additional, then I'll be past the halfway point. So.
Seems harder than last time.
Yeah.
From weaker to last time.
I should be rested because I haven't been climbing that much. So. If you're going back and forth, just be careful of the wire. The USB, there's something up with the USB where it connects to my computer that, like, if it bumps or then it goes black on my screen. So
yeah,
and then I have to start full screen over because it doesn't come back. So
I won't do it that way.
I'm almost warmed up, but
Did you do any moonboard problems yet?
not yet.
Can they hear me on your mic too?
If you talk well enough, I have a second one. You can figure out if you want. If you want to have one. I think it works.
If the people are listening and they
If you're only my half of the conversation.
yeah, that'd be kind of confusing.
Yeah. You might end up using it as a. You might end up editing it and using it as a thing later too. I think. Let's turn this on. I think that'll be a cool for us.
I think you guys can hear me now too. You used to have a big jug where that L was at the top of your wall. On the,
Go there.
no, on the moonboard.
Oh, yeah. I know. I have very specific. Like
The traverse across the top is harder now.
yeah. These two make it a little bit harder. That one's pretty good if you walk your feet over first.
Yeah.
Keep your feet over there.
I haven't climbed on your wall since January.
Did I know?
Or no, February. I had my surgery.
That's
in March.
right. And then you were just my emotional support for a few of the videos.
Yeah.
His name is Jack. Yeah.
I can be the contrast.
Yeah.
You can like show how hard everything is. You can watch me struggle.
So, yeah, with having 75,000 different things with that wall, and I might announce this more later, but since you're on here now, I don't know how long you'll stay up tonight. So my reward for myself is to buy a bunch of blue holes that go on the same wall with like the same setup, and I'm gonna like interlace them in the gaps here, and then I'll have even more climbs that I can do on that same wall. So it will be quite amazing. So that is my reward. Like, I have to do all 2,024 of them in order to reward myself with buying some holds, because they're not cheap. Actually, I should just buy them and have them shipped to you, because I think the shipping from Europe is a big piece of the price. All right, one more warm up, and then I'm going to do some actual moonboard climbs.
I don't know where any of the holes are now.
I can memorize which ones are good.
Oh, because you reset everything.
Yeah.
Since I climbed last, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I used to know where all the jugs are, and it was easy to traverse, but now it's hard.
All the real jugs have gold or silver tape on them now.
Okay.
So, my endurance base.
But you have every spot filled on this one now.
Yeah, there's been a few over here that I was starting to run out of bolts, actually. So I only have like the long bolts that have no threads. So I have some more big juggy holes that would use the big bolts, but I don't really need more jugs over there.
I might need more jugs.
Shop? Grab some one of the. Oh, you might need more jugs on the wall.
I'm joking because I'm weak now.
Yeah. And this wall does feel like it's a pretty tough set. So
I like the pockets.
Yeah, and I would say if you look from this line over, just on the 30-degree portion, I would say probably 50% of them are symmetrical. So I will be able to do some symmetrical problems if they stay in this section. So like close enough to symmetrical. So like this line, the center line, they're all useful. And then like this and this, they're not exactly symmetrical, but they're oriented in a way that makes it feel this feels and this feels symmetrical. So they're close enough to get the same feel.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, not all of them are the same holes, but they're like oriented the same way.
Yeah, and they're gonna have
about the same
at least a similar feel. Yeah. So some of them are more cool special. I'm totally joking, Toby. They come from England, so I don't know how that would work to ship them twice. So I appreciate your willingness, though.
I think they have a distributor
in
the US now.
I think they do on the.
Or if you might have to buy from different companies.
Well, I think Escape was saying that they were doing
for
them, but only for the whites and the blacks.
Oh,
I don't think they do the yellows, and I definitely don't think they do the blues. I just put a bunch of chalk on my hands, and now I gotta use my phone. That is how addicting chalk is. You just put your hands in the chalk, just because.
Where does it start now?
It starts over here.
Oh.
And then it's kind of part of it you kind of have to know. So if you're gonna go up and over the moonboard, that's this one and this one. If you're gonna go the other way, it starts over here. Otherwise, just grab what you want for now. Can you show up on the camera? My lights? Yeah. So the ones with the lights are the ones I get to use, no problem. But I've done these, so I'm gonna swipe through here. fine when I am done. Dude, I'm really impressed.
I can do this.
Wait, yeah. They're telling Ethan that his stuff is going to take like 6 months.
Well, I got it done in March 3rd. How many months is that? 5 to 6.
And your knee's fine?
So I have to be careful. I feel okay falling when I land straight down. I don't feel okay when I twist it.
Yeah.
There's like some climbs where I have to like do a twisting motion. Or even on with like a twisting knee bar, that didn't feel good. But I feel okay, like I can test it and try moves. The only thing that really worries me is if I fall from the top and land, if not straight down.
Yeah.
Other than that, I feel like I can like be in control enough that I can like try move and start to hurt myself.
That family that was visiting us,
Mm-hmm.
they, the wife, she does like the homeopathic stuff, like drops and all this stuff. So she left behind like this miracle drops, miracle juice stuff that's supposed to like be cartilage and stuff like that. So I'm trying that. So,
Underneath?
well, you put it under your tongue and your body absorbs it. But,
okay.
You
feel any different yet?
I haven't had any buckles since. I'm not saying that that's why. I haven't really been pushing myself, but.
Well, even if it's a placebo effect, the placebo effect is a real effect.
If it's working, yeah.
So it's a benefit.
Yeah.
If you believe it works, it will work a little bit.
I mean, I don't believe it or not believe it. It's like, can I drop 3 drops of something that is tasteless under my tongue here right today?
But even the thought, like, this might help me, will actually help you.
Yeah. So this time I am just streaming through YouTube. I tried setting up through OBS, and I had it at one point, and I think the reason why I was going to do that is because I was going to hook up my good camera to be the webcam. So later on down the road I might do that, but I'm using Micah's webcam, and it's 2 megapixels, so it's better than just the one that's on my laptop. But I have thought about using OBS. It just seems more intricate to set up. And then, so yeah, I was just trying to keep it simple for this one, and not, I don't know. I'm just testing this. I'm not even sure how many people are going to be interested in watching live climbing. My secondary reason for maybe thinking I would do some more live sessions is even if nobody shows up, then they're easy for me to edit later, and so I can just turn it into a video later. So we'll see.
Maybe someone will want to watch the live session after it's already finished.
Yeah, so I'll leave the live up if they want to watch it in its raw form, but then I can edit it with just cutting out all the blanks, all the dead space and stuff. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just finished kind of warming up, and then I have the first of the benchmarks that I'm going to do pulled up on the wall. Yeah. I should check out what you're doing for streaming on video games, because I also thought about streaming Magic the Gathering Arena that I play. And I definitely think OBS would be better for that. So, yeah, all right. I'm ready for a V4.
It's been 5.5 months since I had surgery.
Yeah. You're getting there then.
On my shoulder and 4.5 months.
That's crazy.
And my knee.
Time's been flying then.
highly doubt I can do it that one.
I don't know. It uses a lot of the classic jugs, but it's also it's not different than some of the ones that use those. Like it's pretty square on and straight.
Yeah, I can try it.
All right, let's see what Jack's got.
My first moonboard problem. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 6 months.
Remember to use your toes. Grip with your toes. Good.
Like that.
You went kind of dynamic to it.
I have my bad shoes on though.
Yeah.
There's the shoes.
Yeah, when are you going to switch into the good shoes?
Oh, they're still in the color.
Oh.
I thought I would just be doing the...
Oh, multiple cameras, yeah.
The traverse.
Cool. Yeah. We'll have to chat then about that, Toby. I appreciate it. So the Moonboard app here, what I just did, I can then mark it as done.
Those are the benchmark?
Yeah. Yeah, remember what I'm on now. 972. That's 4.
You're behind.
I'm definitely behind. Alright, so I'm logging it there. Come on, you got it. High foot. And then I get to fill in 4 boxes here.
My legs are stiff from doing squats and deadlifts. Oh, and not being able to box with me.
Yeah, that'll do it more. Running out of B4s on this setup now. But I haven't already done this here.
Have you refreshed in a while? Maybe someone's created more benchmarks.
Good. I had to like uninstall the app and reinstall it because it wasn't refreshing. It would just get locked up on this screen. I'm not really messing with that. Alright, there we go. Solidarity. I did it in 2022.
Not in 2024.
Alright.
Easy.
Yeah. So it's tricky because I didn't know what to do here. And I was like, I want to do an extra attempt. It wastes energy if I have to do an extra attempt on something that I should be able to do in one. So for those of you that are just joining, I just finished warming up, and I've done 2 V4s. They're still kind of warm-ups. The goal is to cross over 1,000 V points for 2024 towards my goal of 2,024 V points.
Have you heard people talk about the Olympics? They want to have in every event, like just like an average athlete.
I've seen, yeah.
So that's me today.
Compare.
Yeah. I can. I'm the for the live stream. I'm the demonstration of how hard the problems are. It's like this one, I got 1 move. Last one I got 2 moves.
You're the demonstration on resilience and comeback. That's what you are.
Oh, okay. Well, that too. But today I'm closer to your average gym goer. Yeah, I'd say I'm like average gym person. Like out of all the people that go to the gym in Boulder, that's my ability right now.
Oh, so you're saying that, because I definitely noticed the delay when I was testing it yesterday. So you're saying that if I did it streamed from OBS, it would be more real time? I think that's what you're saying, yeah? You got it. Cool. I think you go the other hand, that's why.
Oh. So you get it next problem up and late. That's how I would get 1 more move. But I started with the wrong game.
I think you need to have your left hand on the black one so you can cross over to the white one. Unless you plan on matching on something. But read it from where you need your left hand on the black one, so you reverse it. What's up everybody that's joining? Really appreciate you guys. Hopefully this isn't too boring or anything. We're just getting started on moonboard problems because we're done warming up. Yeah, I'm getting about. Oh, I see. So OBS makes it longer of a. I see. Cool. As soon as they say hi to everybody else, then when there's 3 people on, as soon as they say hi to people, then they leave.
Maybe they're like, oh no, you noticed me.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to like be all shy and then you like say hi to them.
Yeah, they're being
all nervous.
They're being all fuckery. Oh wow, I don't know if I've rarely used that white hole to start holding.
What about the mono next to it?
Yeah.
You only get that one? Oh wait, no, let's get the low one too.
Yeah, so there. I'm going to read this so that I don't waste energy on tries.
This is 4D4?
I think so. It's just, yeah, it has to be. I thought there's only 24s. One on my left hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those moves going down here were actually pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, slight quills. That is what I'll have to do next time. My guy Toby here, that's in the chat also, he's got all kinds of ideas. So I'm sure there's a way to hook up my phone if I was using OBS as like a screen or overlay and pop it up there. So, but super good idea. And if I decide I keep doing these live streams, then I will definitely do that. The other thought I had for the live streams was I would bring the camera over here and show like this 20-degree wall or this other wall here, because I have like the spray wall apps, and you guys could build climbs like real time, tell me which holds to use. I thought that would be kind of fun, maybe in a future deal. I'm so exhausted climbing today. Did you climb outdoors or indoors, or what were you getting after there? You get it as well.
Yeah.
Actually, did I mark this already? We have time. I have to log this.
I don't know if I can read the second one.
If you want an update on where we're at so far, we're at 984 viewpoints for 2024. Nice, yeah. I like gym climbing for like the route setter variety for sure. So 984. We're getting close to 1,000. I'm gonna switch to V5s. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I know I'm being really silly and analytical, but I'm looking at my graph paper and like the amount of boxes that show up on the line, and I'm strategically trying to figure out how I can make it be so I have one problem that finishes this page, so I don't have to like word wrap over to the second side. That is how nerdy I am. Toby, thanks a bunch for joining. We will have to do a FaceTime here soon. I miss you. Talk to you soon, buddy. Yeah, Flight Clothes, I totally get you. I haven't really been sick, but haven't been climbing much, and it's like in the heat of summer. We had several weeks where it was just 95 plus degrees all week. So I haven't been climbing as much, and so I definitely felt some high gravity days here getting back. This one's called In My Approach Shoes. Yeah, let's see. Before. I liked it when it used to say who said it. Now I have to like go out of the screen to see who said it. Oh, I can hit info. Kyle Knapp. Kyle Knapp is a very famous moonboard setter. Moonboard problem setter.
That means it's gonna be hard, right?
That means it's gonna be hard for the grades, probably. Wait, did I say I need a V5, so I can't actually.
Yeah.
Psych. In order to be a nerd and make this line up, I need a V5 that I haven't already done. Smoking a lot. Alright. Bingo was his name.
Oh.
Bingo was his name. Oh.
I see one, like,
That's gonna be really hard then.
look at it.
Hold it up. Oh yeah, that light fell out, but it's definitely on. It's really deep down in there. I didn't want to get all asbestos-y, or no, not asbestos. I didn't want to get all the fiberglass from the insulation on it. So still like that. I'm using my little side of the whole trick here.
Nice. Whoa.
Yeah, okay. Getting that foot up here, like controlling the swing was pretty tough. Whew.
You're just watching out.
Yeah. You get some soreness there?
Oh no, I just don't think I have a chance. I might, if I get really lucky, I might be able to do the first move.
You can do the other walls.
Oh,
Or whatever else you want.
well, I like watching that.
There's a chair right there if you want it to be comfy. I just pulled it up. So now, yeah. It was 884 plus 5, 889.
You're climbing in jeans.
I always climb in jeans.
It's hot.
Yeah, one more V5, and then if I do a V6. If I do a V5 and a V6, we hit 1,000. This one's called slab training. At 40 degrees, I doubt it's going to feel like a slab.
Maybe it has a 5 foot.
Yeah. Start might be tricky because this is pretty polished. This is pretty polished. Once you get past that, I think it makes sense.
thought you were gonna go left hand.
Yeah, this one's super shallow. I could probably try that move. I'll probably try just for the interestingness of it.
I just noticed that you wrote top for the top.
Yeah.
With the holes.
Gavin's name's right here.
Oh yeah.
We had like a bunch of like crossword puzzle, word find kind of, with words that we could spell, but none of them were out. The rest were like not time related, so we're taking the books today. Before you guys all came over to that party.
Oh yeah. What's the harder or easier?
Differenter. I don't think it's that hard. I mean, this flag is really comfortable for me. All right, that helps. Another 5. That puts us only 6 points away. That means I need to do a V6 next.
You hit 1,000?
Yeah.
Does that fill the whole page or you already filled the whole page?
That will fill my page, and then I'll flip, and then we'll flip it over. $9.94. All right, there's one person on the stream. You're gonna probably be the one that gets to see it happen live, besides Jack. Lucky you.
What's more significant, hitting 1,000 or hitting 1,012?
I think 1,000 is a nice round number, but the 50% mark will be kind of fun as well. Yeah. Surprised one of these. This one's called Temporary Badness.
Pocket.
Yeah. And I think you actually keep that one, so instead of getting rid of it right away. I like it when they use holes that aren't used a lot. Actually, that pocket in the middle there is rarely used too. Yep. So looks like a few people have just joined. You're joining just in time because I am 6 points away from 1,000 V points, and we have a V6 pulled up. So should get her here soon, hey? So you don't want to leave the stream in the next minute or two because you'll miss the 1,000 V points. You'll be the ones that get to see it live. And instantly, 2 people leave. Don't tell me what to do. All right. See what we got here. All right, here we go. 1,000 viewpoints. So I get this.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yay! I did it. Yeah. That's a fun problem too. Fun one day. You know. All right, here we go. Last one.
We need the square there.
Yeah, that's the. Well, the way I had left it was there was a 3. So it's like, oh, maybe I'll climb at Jack's.
Uh-huh.
Need a V3, but. All right, official. Flipping the page. So now if I get 12 more today, then we'll be cross 50%, which I think is doable. Whew, we just passed 1,000. You just missed it, maybe.
You get 12 more. Last time I was here, you were doing P7.
Yeah, no, I still feel really good. We have plenty more to go. So now the next little checkpoint will be 50%, and then we're gonna try and catch back up on the pace. Because, gosh, I should have been at 50% at the end of June to be on pace. So I'm a month and a half behind. Like, definitely got some catching up to do.
Probably another month and we'll keep going. I'm probably just at moonboarding at home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have more opportunities to do the easier wall, 25 degrees.
I think I like doing it just for the change. Like 25 degree, you can still get hard problems on it.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like way more reachier, and to make them hard at lesser of an angle, they have to be like these bigger or smaller holes, moves, and stuff. So I think it's good.
I'm still scared of falling from the top of that.
When it's a 25.
Yeah. I feel like if I did it right now, I would need to move my mattresses from inside the house outside so that I have a wider, flatter platform.
Yeah.
Whereas right now I have all the smaller pads, and I worry if I hit the corner of that, or if I stumble off it, I get fixed this way.
Yeah.
And plus it's just really high. It's 45. Later.
This looks tough. Intimacy number 2, another V6.
I'm looking, you might need to match on that one hold. In the second hold, or just do a jump.
Right. Left.
Maybe matching that hold.
Right. Left cross. I bet you it's Right out to the right to the crimp.
Then
Left, right into the yellow because it's facing that way. Left, and then crossing into the finish. Like a drive-by cross. If that's you, Slight Quills, that's still on. Have you done like systems boards at the gym or anything? Have you done moonboarding or tension board or anything like that? Two hands starting on that one. Yeah, this isn't matchable, I don't think.
Oh, the ones below it, I think you might match. Otherwise, just take big move and cut feet.
Oh, like match to bump?
Yeah, because then you can bring your foot up.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. I don't know if I can. Yeah, their feet can't still be down there. Or if the hand foot match and rock over.
Yeah, that could work too. Big hole. Yeah.
They grabbed this one quite right. That was my tenacity. I just didn't want to let go. Oh. Yeah, system boards are pretty tricky. Especially, I would say especially the moonboard because it's typically a fixed angle of 40. I tried the kilter board at lesser angles, like 30 degrees, and the holes are big enough, so you might like that one. And then I've tried tension too, but I haven't tried it at lesser angles. But I think it looks really interesting at lesser angles. So if you ever run into a gym that has them, I would go ahead and try them. They have, I'm certain at like a 20-degree angle or something like that, you'd be able to find B1s and B2s.
Are all of them hands or feet? All hands?
No, yeah, and so kilter and tension 2 both have like a colored light that indicates foot only, like a foot specific. So some of their problems also add additional footholds.
Yeah.
So that makes things interesting too.
And then they're like the footholds are too small to like grab, but then because you can have those, sometimes it'll make the problems less reachy, or you don't have to jump as much.
Yeah. Well, and they also like will turn your body the way that maybe your body wants to go. I think is what I really like about them.
Or it's really hard to get used to because
it's
you
usually
have to do really big moves and like bring up your feet really high.
Yeah, it's usually your feet are cutting at some point to be where your hands just were. Well, that would mean that the next D6 I do brings me to 50%. This one's called Birthday Boulder. Not my birthday, but
we can celebrate
hitting the 50% mark.
too cloudy. Maybe it is cooling off outside.
I'm not feeling it. I'm sweating like a beast.
Look at here, Gavin. He tried playing with the dogs.
Dogs are doing good.
Or maybe he's playing his gorilla game.
Anyway, so this milestone is for 50% to goal.
Oh, wow.
No! It's really floppy.
That's a crazy move.
I was catching them badly, but then not feeling like I could adjust.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That move to that spike is crazy.
yeah. I almost didn't see it. Oh. I gotta do it again.
Your first fall
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
I can definitely do it. I just got to catch things right. I was really not catching them right, and then
Oh, you're making a flip. Whew.
So if you're just joining, I crossed over 1,000 V points. And now, if I do this V6 that's on the board right now, I will be at the 50% mark for the goal, or the yearly goal, which I know I'm behind pace, but we'll make it happen.
You're gonna need to plan ahead for the Christmas travel too.
Yeah, I need to be basically done before I go to Minnesota. Especially if I'm gonna gift myself some climbing holds.
Yeah, for Christmas. Yeah, you need to finish by the middle of December.
Yeah. So my gift to myself for doing 2024 Moonboard benchmark V points in this year is I'm gonna buy the blue 2024 Moonboard holds, and I'm gonna add them in the in-between spaces here. So only you that are on this live stream or later on watching this video will know that I'm going to be buying myself those. And my plan is to have 2 different moonboards on one setup. So they'll conveniently be placed in the in-betweens, and then I should be able to have a lot of variety on a small space on a home wall. That's our little secret. Don't tell.
It takes a really long time to switch between the different sets.
On the app,
Yeah.
I've gotten down to a science where I just like click to set up,
Oh,
click
okay.
to hold, hit go.
I was just thinking you might want like 2 phones.
Yeah, 2 phones.
Or a phone and a tablet.
Well, I actually thought about having like a tablet that's like one of the beat up iPads that my kids don't use anymore, and just leave that over here.
I was doing that with my tablet, but it's too old and the battery's not there. Oh, I did replace the battery.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of them, they're so old, like they don't update, so they don't do firmware updates, and then the apps don't work anymore. That's been annoying.
Like planned obsolescence.
Yeah, they want you to keep buying stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise, once everyone's bought one, then they can't make any money. Once all the customers have one.
Yeah. No, I gotta get this one. I gotta get to the 50% mark, don't I? I'm still feeling pretty fresh. Get some power juice. Pepsi, not sponsored.
You put double caffeine in?
There's no caffeine in that one.
Oh.
And I don't really notice the caffeine in Pepsi. I just like the taste.
Yeah, there's not that much caffeine in it.
And the taste makes me happy. And happiness is part of health. So Pepsi is a health drink.
Okay.
See? That works.
In moderation?
Yeah.
In moderation, I'd say that's true.
I don't think I've been moderating lately.
Oh.
The other thing, in case you've never tried this, is instead of root beer float, you use Pepsi. Pepsi floats are delicious.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a Fanta float?
Yeah, like orange. Tastes like orange creamsicle, basically.
Oh, I did it with a grape one.
Grape ones. I've done it with like Fresca or Squirt or whatever.
That
The
sounds
grapefruit one. It tastes good. Though. It's like
It's like super citrusy.
so is like the orange fanta, isn't it?
Not as much as Fresca. Fresca's a lot.
Right. Catch things good, Josh. Come on.
No! Oh! You missed?
I don't know. Yeah, I just got injured.
You're looking really good, so you good and not like.
Cherry Coke floats, he says.
Oh, yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah. You got like both. You got like the cola-y flavor, and then you get the fruity flavor. I could get down.
What if you mix grape Fanta with Pepsi and ice cream?
My kids still do the whole go to the fountain and put some of every one in there.
Oh, I do that still.
Oh, I have to get it on this attempt, otherwise I gotta move to a different one, because the other rule is 3 attempts per session before I move on.
Yeah, otherwise, you just won't get enough weight that session. You waste your energy on.
Well, kind of, yeah. It's also just move on and try something. But even these 2 attempts are taking attempts from later on in the session. Most likely skin attempts.
You could have been at 10:18 by now.
No, so I was just crushing. This one feels pretty hard though, because it's like leaning. Like,
Is it a Kyle Knapp problem?
I don't know.
What's his name? A small green guy.
Full size?
Yeah. He looks chunky.
Oh no, it lost my spot when I got off. Yeah. Oh, it's birthday holder, right?
Yeah.
No, Greg Horvath. Just yeah, it's tough just because your body's leaning so much. Crush those points, brother. Hey, Michael. Good to see you. I crossed 1,000 already. You missed that part. And I'm 6 points away from the 50% mark, which is 1,012. So I've got that V6 here pulled up, and I've given it 2 attempts. And I'm getting shut down so far. Probably should rest longer, but I honestly feel okay. I think when I did it the first time, did my foot cut off of that one when I went to that hole? You remember?
No. I was watching the live stream. I could rewind it.
No, you couldn't.
What country?
Sweet.
Oh,
It hurts. One here. Don't need to be old.
I don't know. Yeah. Back on. Yeah. Good job.
That was tough though. I think the finish felt very good. I was just like, not gonna give up.
Yeah. You heard the sound my right shoulder makes when it goes back all the way?
Same like creaky sound or?
Oh no, it's bone rubbing on bone sound.
Oh yeah. I think so far.
It doesn't hurt, but it's a really like, unnerving sensation because it like catches and flips and catches and flips.
That was before the surgery or?
This is the right shoulder, so that one was 2.5 years ago, but it was after the surgery. Before the surgery, I couldn't actually move it back that far. But now I can almost move it back down.
So I'm glad you built a home wall, Michael. Can't remember. I think I have seen photos of it on like one of the Facebook groups, but I don't remember it now. I'm gonna go search for it or DM it to me on Instagram. I was noticing I squeezed the synovial fluid in my finger here. Let's see if you can hear this. Oh, I'm cured. It was making like this. There we go. No, it's not the ASMR you probably wanted to hear, but it doesn't hurt. It's just weird.
It sounded like I couldn't tell if it was the fluid or the cartilage moving.
Yeah.
That's definitely weird.
Can you, Michael? Can you DM me on Instagram a photo of your wall? We'll try. That brings me to 50%.
Yeah.
That's good. Didn't want to leave without those two goals. Oh, halfway there. Oh, okay, no problem. No problem. Thanks. Is it on like RetroFlash? Is that the app that you use? There you are. Yeah, I have you on RetroFlash. The 404 spray wall. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's sweet. That's a steep angle. Yeah. That's you all right. Well, while I'm in here, I'm going to set you a problem since I'm resting. Oh, it's more filled out now than this photo. Are these holes still on there, or did you already swap these out? Is this accurate? Oh, okay. Then me setting a problem won't do you any good. Let me know. Let me know. I'll set you some problems. I am thinking about getting. I'm deciding between apps right now. So I've been playing around with this app called Crux. They might have had to rebrand because Crux is a generic name. It must be like Climb Crux or Crux Climb or something like that. But it's kind of cool because it just scans your wall and it can, like, the AI like looks for things that identifies holds. And I was pretty skeptical at first because like I have these dark gray holds on a gray painted wall, and it actually finds them pretty well. So the scanning is super cool, but it doesn't let you share it with other people, so you can't have people setting problems on your wall remotely. And Retroflash is like great at that. So I'm leaning towards on Retroflash spending the money and adding the second wall. I think it's $12. Yeah, $11.99 to add a second wall. So I'm thinking about adding my 30-degree wall and just keep using Retroflash. Yeah, that's cool. You want to leave the microphone just in case it reaches very far?
You want to like hear me going to the bathroom?
Correct. I do not want to hear you go to the bathroom. Neither do the viewers. All right. We got 3 of you in the chat here. I'll leave it up to you. Do I do another V6 or do I bump it up and try V7? Now that I've accomplished the numbers goals I've had for this session, I'll leave it up to you whether I try to pad the numbers with a V6. I mean, I can climb a V7 too, and it would pad the numbers. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Tell me V6 or V7. All right, V6 it is. Just because nobody answered, and yeah, so now you have to look. This one, I'm going to be a little bit carefuler. So I may not give it my all. these sideways moves towards the corner holds, like I don't want to whack into that wall. So we'll see on how it's under control I can make the move to the finish hold. I'm not gonna try and get injured to do deep holds. Interesting start here. That's not how I'm gonna do it. Ooh, that's tough. Oh, then I gotta go out that way. Here. Alright, I read that one wrong. Route reading. Key skill here. Try to climb a corner facing out. You're talking about climbing this red right here? Not sure what you're asking there. Oh, like the Olympics, get into the corner and do the showstoppers. I bet you that's what you're talking about. All right. You asked for it, Michael. This will be easy. Here we go, the Olympic showstopper moves. Here we go. It's actually kind of interesting because I have some slopes in here. Some presses. Is that good? What's Spider-Man move? That is some hype. Honestly, I know there's only been kind of people coming and going, but it's been kind of cool having a chat going and interacting with you guys. I'll probably try to do D+, yeah. I was telling some people that were on the chat earlier in the stream that kind of my main thing is just to try this, and then the side thing is I can repurpose the video and like chop out all the dead space and make a video out of it with low editing. The tough thing about YouTube is, as fun as it is to do the videos and have fun ideas for things, editing is super tedious. Let me try this D6 again, and then I'll move the camera and I'll do a little endurance kind of traversing.
You want to see you do 3 laps in a row?
Well, while you were gone, one of them requested that I do like facing out problem.
Oh.
So I just went into the crease and like did like stemming in the red. Right, so I think it is, I misread it the first time. I think it's right hand first, out here, falling into that there. And then I gotta remember that it's the white one and not the black one.
Yeah.
Because my lights are down into the right.
The white one. Yep. Nice. There you go.
Yeah, that was fun. Definitely moves that you don't always see on the moonboard. Like those are some pretty creative moves, I thought.
What's your record going around the whole gym twice?
On the old setup?
Yeah. Or around and then back?
And then I think I did like three moves and then I paused. So it was like 120 hand moves.
So you're going to do 130 today?
No, my endurance is so bad. That puts me at 1,018, right? Yeah. All right. Per Michael's request, we're gonna show more of the wall by doing a little endurance traversing, maybe. So, would you be okay with manning the camera,
Yeah. Wait.
or maybe just set it up and then move it? I don't know if I'm gonna get the whole wall, anyways.
I can follow you around.
Well, the tricky part is that
With the
cable.
wire mic can't come up.
So I don't want to move the camera a ton, to be honest. The traverse counts as B17. Okay.
17 points.
Yeah, that's from Michael. I wish.
I think if you did,
Because I don't think I'm going to traverse on small holes. I think I'm going to traverse on big holes.
I think if you did the whole room 3 times, that would be worth 17 points. That'd be really hard.
So I kind of gave up on this. It was definitely not the main goal, but at the same time I was going to be doing, at the same time I was doing my benchmark V points, is I was going to do Yosemite decimal points. Since I didn't climb in the gym as often, like when I went to the gym, I was going to count V11s or higher as the Yosemite points. I've definitely not stuck with that one. That was just like a side quest, we'll call it. The issue is that I had access where I spent a lot more time in a climbing gym. We'll say it that way, without saying. We'll say without saying. In the earlier part of the year, and I don't go there anymore. All right, let's see what I can do here. And the issue also is that my webcam doesn't really zoom out a ton. That is low angle. Oh, don't plug out of me. Yeah, we'll see. We'll let Jack. Maybe Jack will just grab it and just not move it away from the laptop. Is that cool?
Yeah. I can just keep it on the ground and then turn it.
Yeah.
But I won't accidentally move too far.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. So I've got a dedicated endurance weave set, and it's got an up and down version, and it's got a side to side traverse version, and then it's open feet. Oh, yeah. So Michael has an idea of doing a video about the cost breakdown of building your own wall versus having gym membership. Yeah. It's hard to say because I've gotten so many holds for free, and I've been collecting them since 2008. And when I say I've gotten so many holds for free, I did a whole video on kind of some of the ways that I've gotten free holds, and some of them are duplicatable by others and some of them are not. Like I got lucky on one of them, a major one where I got a ton of holds. Like I would almost say a figurative or a literal ton as far as weight, but probably not actually 2,000 pounds, but a lot of holds for free. I got lucky because friend of a friend, like an acquaintance from high school. His wife, he was an acquaintance. He was married. She worked for her dad's demolition company, and they tore down like a school gym, school wall, and they had all the holds like at their dump yard, and they were just in a big pile, like easily the circular of inside of this garage, and it was probably like 2 feet thick of just holds. So like a lot of these holds, these were there. So a lot of them were like really beginner friendly and juggy, but there was some gems in there for sure. And they just said, "Come and get them, like whatever you want. We're gonna bury them if you don't come and get them." And so I brought laundry baskets. I brought every single container I could possibly carry and just filled them all. So that was super cool. But so that would obviously help me with the cost. If somebody's trying to buy holds today, even used ones, if people are kind of price gouging and they're really expensive. So
unless you get the Colorado climbing ones,
yeah,
those ones are made out of a really weird material, but I think it comes down to like $1 a hold.
Yeah, it's definitely a downfall, and I still go to gyms occasionally, specifically for rope climbing to get longer stuff, and not even so much longer stuff. If I wanted to climb something long, I can keep going forever on this wall. I can get the length on this wall. I just can't get the headspace. That's the main thing I think I need to train at a rope gym or just getting outside more often, is training my mind to being at height, to being above the protection. And not that I can't do the moves, like I kind of fight through the moves and I feel like I'm pretty good there, but it's the over gripping when I shouldn't be. It's the not trying a move dynamically because I think I'm gonna fall.
You're like hesitating.
Yeah,
too.
all the hesitations, all the over gripping, overthinking. So it's like I got to get my head in the right space, and that's what longer climbs and gyms would help with. So. Yeah. Oh, Michael, you're a gem of video ideas. Favorite holds. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna do all. I should do a video of all my favorite holds or ones that have nostalgia for me, or like rank them. Which brand has the best texture, in my opinion? Which brand has most creative shapes? That's a really good idea. Then I'm gonna want those brands to like give me money. I'll try the horizontal version, the traverse version. That's what might be that thing. Above my endurance. Don't quite memorize it all. Stay low like this. It goes up a little bit. Back. That place. Up a little bit.
I'm making the way now.
All right. Well, that was the gist of it for that. At least the 20-degree wall section. I was legit losing it, anyways. I can move it over here and get some 20 or some 30-degree traverse here. Maybe.
I moved it a little bit while you're showing me.
Yeah. Some 30-degree traversing. custom holds based on your measurement, like your finger length measurement. What do they? That sounds cool. Yeah. So my cousin, this is literally a conversation I had when I was back in Minnesota hanging out with my family. My cousin has gotten really into 3D printing, and he's super smart, like way smart. And so he was looking at materials that would be hard enough for climbing holds, but then like we were talking about ways to keep the texture in them. So the 3D printing aspect is interesting, but then also the cost, like to keep the cost effectiveness in the right range for materials and time and all, wear and tear on the machines. So it's interesting. He and I are going to keep that conversation going and try to see what we can do. Beyond Inventive. I'll have to check them out. Oh, so he's doing CNC. So hardwood CNC. That's cool too. Yeah. The nice thing you could actually, with the wood ones, if you wanted to have wood holds, but the texture like plastic, you could think about doing that bed liner trick that I did a video on. So I've seen some wood holds that have texture added to them as well. I think that the bed liner would actually adhere really well to the wood. This is the other direction, so clearly right or left to right. So right to left. Just a little bit. Oh, there, there, there. Losing it. Even on the jugs. Endurance is the first thing to go. Okay, so I gotta ask you about the nature ones because they look really awesome. And then I looked at them, and then I saw the price per hold, and I was like, no way. I was like, no way, actually. And then they reached out to me, and they wanted to give me a discount code or a discount to try them. But even the discount, they seem like, I think on the website it was like $60 for one hold, or something outrageous like that. I couldn't even fathom that.
$60 one hold?
Yeah, I mean, and I couldn't gauge the sizing, but like they had like a set of rails that didn't look big. They were maybe this big, and maybe it's the big long one that was $60. But like I think like the cheapest one was $30 for one hold, and they're basically, I believe, wood and then real rock or a form of real rock embedded on the edge side. So they look really cool, and like they would have the texture of real rock, but so expensive. I'm basically fading, and it looks like our viewers are fading as well. So I'll just close out the video in this way. Make sure you subscribe to Real World Climbing. You can click the chains on the subscribe button, and that way we'll be able to hang out. If you're watching this one on the replay, the full-length replay, thanks for sticking with me. And I will also be chopping this up into just a climb with me video where I take out all the dead space. So appreciate all you guys that joined for live, and if you are catching the replay and it's something you want to be notified for, just make sure you comment below and subscribe, and that way we'll make sure you hang out with us again. See ya. See ya, Michael.